Wondering how the DV lottery determines your country of eligibility? Born somewhere else? Married or have parents from another country? We've got all the answers. Welcome to Prospect Global. Hit subscribe for the latest on U.S. immigration and visas. DV Lottery is this amazing program that gives people from all over the world a chance to live and work in the United States. But here's the thing, not everyone from every country can apply. And that brings us to our first big, important, capitalized concept, country of eligibility. In simple terms, this is the country the U.S. government says you belong to for the purposes of this lottery. It's not about your citizenship or where you live right now. It is all about where you were born, or sometimes where your family was born. The whole point of the diversity visa program is to diversify the immigrant population in the United States. The U.S. looks at which countries have sent fewer immigrants over the last 5 years. Those countries with low rates of immigration get to be on the eligible list. You're going to see the word native a lot in the official instructions. Native simply means someone born in a particular country. It has nothing to do with your ethnicity or your current passport. So let's start with the most common scenario, the one that applies to almost everyone. Your country of eligibility is, by default, your country of birth. It's that simple. If you were born in Ghana and Ghana is on the list of eligible countries for DV 2025, then congratulations. You are eligible to apply, assuming you also meet the education requirement or the work experience requirement. Let's use a clear example. My friend Hank was born in Argentina. Argentina was on the DV 2025 eligible list. When Hank filled out his application, he listed Argentina as his country of chargeability. He wasn't living in Argentina at the time. He was actually studying in Canada. That didn't matter. What mattered was his birth certificate. Buenos Aires, Argentina. The geographical fact of his birth locked in his eligibility. Crucial thing to remember. Your current residence is not the determining factor. Your citizenship is not the determining factor. You could be a citizen of Nigeria, often ineligible. But if you were born in Kenya, usually eligible. You can claim Kenya as your country of eligibility. You are a native of Kenya for the lottery's purposes. Okay, so what happens if your country of birth is on the ineligible list? Let's say you were born in the United Kingdom, which is usually not eligible. Are you out of luck? Not necessarily. This brings us to the first and most common exception, your spouse. The rules allow you to be charged to your spouse's country of birth, provided their country is eligible. Imagine a woman named Priya. Priya was born in India, a country that has historically been ineligible for the DV lottery. She is married to a man named David, who was born in Austria. Austria is almost always on the eligible list. Because she is married to David, Priya can claim chargeability to Austria. There are a couple of very important conditions here, of course. First, you must be legally married at the time you submit your application. Second, and this is critical, if you win the lottery using your spouse's country, your spouse must also be issued a visa, and you must enter the United States at the same time. Now, for the second exception, this one is more complex but equally important. The parent rule. The rule applies if you were born in a country where neither parent was born and where neither parent was a legal resident at your birth. Example, meet Carlos. Carlos was born in Brazil. Brazil is often ineligible. Neither parent was born in Brazil. Mother born in Uruguay. Father born in Paraguay. At Carlos's birth, his parents were there temporarily. Father was a university professor on a 2-year contract. They were not permanent residents. Carlos can claim chargeability to either parent's birth country. This exception covers circumstance, not long-term settlement. Parents were temporarily present for work, study, or official government duty. It recognizes a stronger connection to parents' home countries. We've covered a lot of ground, from the basics of being a native to the exceptions involving your spouse and parents. But here's the most important takeaway. You have to get this right. Choosing your country of eligibility is not a suggestion. It's a strict rule. If you select the wrong country on your application, your entry will be disqualified. You go through the entire process. You fill out the form, you submit your photo, you wait for months, and then one day you see that magical notification. You have been selected. The officer looks at your form, looks at your birth certificate, and says, "It says here you claimed eligibility through Germany, but you were born in Nigeria, and your parents were residents there. You are not eligible." All that hope vanishes because of one incorrect selection on a form. This is not meant to scare you, but to empower you. Knowledge is power. Before you even think about filling out that DV lottery form, do your homework. First, check your birth country's eligibility. If it's on the list, great. If not, check your spouse's birth country. Follow these steps methodically, one by one. Do not guess. Do not assume. The rules of the diversity visa lottery are very black and white. You either meet the requirements for chargeability or you don't. It's that direct. So take your time, understand the rules, and make the correct choice. And for more guides, step-by-step tutorials, and updates on all things U.S. immigration, make sure you like this, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to Prospect Global. We're here to help you navigate this journey.